Welcome to Map Your Mind. Travel through the world with your brain. In the heart of the Persian Gulf lies a nation small in size, but colossal in ambition. A land of pearl divers, oil riches, sand dunes, and shimmering skylines. This is Qatar, where the desert hums with memory, and the future gleams in glass and gold. Long before the world knew its name, Qatar's story began on ancient trade routes. Nomadic Bedouin tribes once roamed these lands, their lives shaped by the harsh rhythms of the desert. Their wealth wasn't measured in gold, but in survival, in camels, in water, and in pearls. For centuries, Qatar's coasts were famed for pearl diving. Brave divers, holding their breath beneath turquoise waters, harvested treasures from the deep long before oil was ever discovered. This was Qatar's first economy, one built on salt, sun, and sweat. Then came empires, the Sassanids, the Portuguese, the Ottomans. Each tried to shape the region in their image, but the Qatari spirit remained rooted in the sand. In the 19th century, the Al Thani family began to rise, first as tribal leaders, then as rulers of a burgeoning emirate. By 1916, Qatar became a British protectorate. It was an age of transition, where old traditions met British treaties and power games played out under desert suns. But history took a sharp turn in the 20th century. Oil was struck, and with it, the destiny of this small nation was forever changed. By the mid-1900s, oil and gas transformed Qatar from a modest fishing and pearling society into one of the richest nations per capita on Earth. Skyscrapers bloomed like desert flowers. Doha expanded with the ambition of an empire. Modern hospitals, universities, and highways rose from once barren land. And with independence from Britain in 1971, Qatar began writing its own future, no longer as a shadow of larger powers, but as a leader in the Gulf. But Qatar didn't just build wealth, it built influence. It launched Al Jazeera in the 1990s, a news network that redefined media in the Arab world and challenged Western narratives. It played bold diplomatic games, hosting peace talks, balancing alliances, and mediating regional conflicts with surprising agility. Then, in 2017, the blockade came. Neighbors turned into rivals. Borders closed. Yet, Qatar didn't crumble. It adapted. It sourced food from Turkey, built alliances with Iran, and doubled down on its independence. And in 2021, after years of tension, the Gulf nations reconciled, and Qatar emerged more self-reliant than ever. And then, the world watched. In 2022, Qatar hosted the FIFA World Cup, the first Arab nation ever to do so. The desert was alive with lights, chants, and celebration. Controversial, yes, but also historic. A moment where the Arab world stood center stage. Today, Qatar is more than oil and luxury. It's a nation navigating identity, blending Islamic tradition with global ambition, where falconry still thrives alongside cutting-edge tech, where desert silence meets stadium cheers, where skyscrapers reflect not just sunlight, but a vision. Fun fact, Qatar is home to the Museum of Islamic Art, designed by world-renowned architect Pei, the same visionary, behind the Louvre Pyramid in Paris. It floats like a stone jewel in the sea, holding centuries of history under its minimalist roof. So next time you see Qatar on a map, don't just think gas pipelines or sports headlines. Think of a people who rose from sand and salt to reshape the world stage. Think of a nation that is still carving its identity with pride, complexity, and a future aimed sky high. Where will your mind travel next? See you next time, here in Map Your Mind.